Hello friends, today we'll discuss about how to manage time during CPC exam. Since many coders have tried to clear CPC exam, but due to some time management skills, lack of time management skills, they have not able to clear the CPC exam. So we'll check today how we can manage the time during the CPC exam and clear the CPC exam confidently with good passing marks. So let us check few skills which we have to follow during CPC exam to clear this certification exam conducted by AAPC. So first we have few tips to follow time during CPC exam. So first tip is you have to attempt the surgery questions first. So this is very important because many coders who give CPC exam they do attempt the surgery questions at the end, which is not good because surgery questions need lot of time to analyze and find the correct answers. So if you attempt these questions at the beginning of the CPC exam in first hour only, you can find the answers in perfect time, and you can concentrate more also to find the correct answer in the beginning. At the end, if you do in last 1 hour or 2 hour, the questions may be more difficult and the coders may get scared or will lose their concentration, because as they move towards the end time they might lose the time as well as they can't concentrate to find the correct answer. So I would suggest to first attempt the surgery questions which are little complicated, but you can have time to concentrate more and find the correct answer. Second one is divide time for each question. So this is very much important. So even for if you are attempting a surgery questions also, you need to divide your time for each questions. So suppose for each surgery question if you give 5 minutes, you should try to finish that question in 5 minutes. If you are taking too much time for that question, it's better to move to next question and try to attempt that question at the end. Why I am telling this? Because if some coders are there which for one question only they are giving 10 minutes 15 minutes, which is not good. Even after giving that much time they can't find the correct answer. So in that case at the end they lose time and they can't attempt all the questions. So in such cases they miss to answer the questions which they know, and then they do not pass the exam. So it's better divide time for each question and then you can attempt all the questions during the exam. So it's in such a case you attempt all the questions which are easy also and which you know the answers. So in that case you get the probability of passing the exam more. So plan your time, divide your time for each question and act accordingly. The third tip is do not waste time on complicated questions. So most complicated questions you will get in surgery only, because in surgery there are at least 4-5 lines questions or more than that, and while reading only or while understanding the question only or analyzing it, it will take around 2-3 minutes. Then to find the correct answers you will take more time. So if you are getting lot of complicated questions which you are unable to answer, it's better do not waste time and go for the questions which you know the answers. You can attempt these questions when you have time at the end. In that case you can attempt all your questions also and you can then concentrate on unanswered question at the end. So this way you can manage your time properly if you follow the first 3 tips. Now Fourth tip is attempt all questions and answer them confidently. So why I am telling to attempt all questions here is because in CPC exam there are no negative markings. So if you attempt all questions, it doesn't matter how if you give wrong answers also, because the wrong answers do not give any negative marking. So always attempt all questions because it increases the probability of clearing the exam. See, suppose for example, if you there are 150 questions and you have answered only 100 and you didn't answer 50 questions, so obviously you have not attempted 70% also questions, so obviously you will not clear the exam. But if you have attempted 150 questions and you have answered also them, and there is a probability of clearing the exam and clearing with more than 70% because you have attempted 100% questions. But if you have not attempted even 70% also questions, you can't clear the exam. So I here the main thing is you have to attempt all the questions and possibly try to answer them confidently so that you can clear the exam. This can be done only when you manage the time properly during the CPC exam. So last but not the least, save some time at the end to check the answer. So this is for people who have completed their exam half an hour or 40 minutes before. So if you clear the exam before time, it is better to check your answers. Why I am telling you this? Because sometimes in hurry we forget to, or we skip some question, or we don't answer it, or we give any wrong answer where we know the correct answer. So if you check the answers properly at the end, you might get some uh, uh, silly errors which you can correct it. So it's better to check once before submitting the paper to the invigilator so that you can check your errors at the end. So if you follow all these 5 tips only, you can easily clear the CPC exam. CPC exam don't have negative markings, so it's better to attempt all questions. I am still telling this because many coders don't manage the time and fail to attempt all questions, and then they cry because they have not cleared the exam. So even we have 2 attempts for clearing CPC exam, I would suggest to clear the CPC exam in first attempt only by following these tips. Hope you have liked these tips. If you like these tips, please like the video and share it. And if you want more information regarding CPC exam or any medical coding tips, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.